Oh, you know that sound. Live. We are live. It's your host, Porter Rock 77. We are live. 60 frames, no lag. Oh, I got a special topic here today. It's just something I got to talk about. That's what this podcast is all about. We as gamers, when we talk 60 frames, no lag, it's pretty much no bullshit when it comes to gaming. You hear that sound, right? Because this might get personal. This podcast might hurt some feelings, which is why I don't have a special guest today. There's no special guest because I don't want no collateral damage. I don't want nobody else to blame. You're gonna hear it first from me. Everything that's being said today, I will take 100% pure responsibility for my actions. Every word, every statement, it's all on me. Not blaming anybody else. We're not going to confuse a member, a special guest. Mm-mm. Because if what I say ends up being wrong, then I will take that loss. I will take that L. I will take that egg on my face. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man. I'm a man of my word. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. But today, I've got to talk about this topic. What's that topic? I call bullshit on us getting proper 4K gaming for these next generation consoles or these next mid-grade consoles. That's right, you heard it. I'm calling bullshit. And no, I'm not a PC elitist because I know the PC community is all over that saying, consoles ain't going to do 4K gaming, PC master race, and all that shit. That's not what this is about. This is about two companies that have failed to deliver back to back on promises they were supposed to deliver. Do you realize, console gamers, that we have yet to play on console a proper 1080p Battlefield? Did you realize that? Do you realize that it wasn't until the Xbox One and the PS4 that we actually played a Call of Duty in HD in high definition? Think about that. Oh, you know that sound. That's the sound of we're not playing this bullshit. I got 4 viewers already. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say what needs to be said. I'm going to say what a lot of console gamers are thinking right now, but don't want to say it because of the backlash you're going to get on Twitter, what you might get on Facebook, what people might say on YouTube. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it for you. Put the blame on me. Put it all on me. You know what I'm saying? Live vicariously through me. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to put myself out there on the line. Call me a corporate cocksucker. Call me a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Call me someone who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Call me a pony. Call me a Nintendo freak. Call me an Xbox. Call me a PC elitist. Call me all the names I'm going to end up getting because nobody wants to face the facts. No one wants to face the truth. That Sony and Microsoft have failed us on the basic thing we got in our house right now, which was to provide a console that can do 1080p 60 frames. That is fact. Not a single one of us had a proper generation of stable frame rate at 1080p 60 frames. And I'm supposed to go out and believe they're going to accomplish the 4K when they barely got 1080p now? And this is not a Microsoft bashing because notice I'm saying Sony first. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Sony dude. Now I'm going to hold them accountable more than anybody else because they're the ones that coined the term full HD. Remember that? Oh, yeah. Some of you may or may not remember. 1080p at 120 frames, the cell processor, XDR RAM bus memory, and all that shit. And the PS3 could barely handle 720p at 30 frames. Oh, yeah, you better know that. You're going to get that shit all night. I hope it doesn't annoy you, but I'm going to speak the truth on this. Let's talk about Xbox 360 and the PS3 gen. You know what I'm saying? The gen where we got HD. The gen where Sony coined the term full HD. 120 frames per second, 1080p. Glorious graphics. Let's talk about how Microsoft was the first console to push tri-core CPU processing while CPU had dual core. Xbox 360 had unified shaders, the first GPU pushing cutting edge technology. Let's talk about how they had unified memory architecture, which developers loved and raved. Let's talk about Sony pushing the cell processor, the most powerful processor ever. We're going to build spaceships around this thing. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about XDR memory and all that stuff. And what we end up with. Consoles that at most will push in 720p 30 frames. And if we're lucky, we could get 30 frames. If we're lucky. Goddamn Call of Duty, 600p on an old Quake engine. That's what we were getting. You realize on the 360 and the PS3, fuck, the 600p is not high definition. That's considered enhanced definition. That's what we were getting. Enhanced definition gaming on the consoles. Yet somehow I'm supposed to believe we're going to get 4K gaming on the first try. I don't think so. Not on my watch. I'm not believing that. Then they released the Xbox One and the PS4. Consoles, 4 or 5.5 times more powerful. All this technology. And we still struggling on the same shit. Still struggling. You understand? How the hell do you go 2 times? Did they not learn anything from the first generation AC consoles? And on the second batch, still screwing it up? Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy gaming as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the games look beautiful. It's enjoyable. You play with friends. It is what it is. But why do they keep selling the next level of resolution knowing they're not going to deliver the shit? I'm supposed to go out and buy an $800 4K TV and hype up and get hyped about 4K gaming? That would be the 3rd time that shit happened. 3 times. We got screwed over once with the PS3 360. We got screwed over twice with the PS4 and Xbox One. But 3rd time's the charm? Are you guys familiar with J. Cole? His song No Role Models? He goes, fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, make it rain on you. That's right. I'm loading this chopper. This chopper's about to get loaded. Because I'm not falling for this shit. Hell no, I'm not falling for this bullshit. I've seen this rodeo again. Think about it. What's the projected strength? PS3, 4.2 teraflops. And based on the leaked information, we might get 1440p out of this sucker. And they're going to have to do some checkerboarding bullshit. And keep in mind, the PS4 is 1.8 T-flops. So you're talking about a significant jump. And we still can't even get 4K? They're going to have to do like 1440p? They don't even make 1440p TVs. 1440p is like computer monitors and shit. Can we even get a solid 2K gaming in this motherfucker? I don't believe the bullshit. It's going to be some bullshit. And then the Scorpio, 6 teraflops. Sounds beast. Yo, I was hyped when I first announced it. When it got first announced on E3, officially, I'm like, holy shit. That shit sounds beast. That shit's crazy. That shit sounds like a monster, doesn't it? 6 T-flops. Think about it. How long have we been saying that over the last time? That shit sounds crazy, doesn't it? It sounds amazing. But how many times have we heard about powerful hardware over and over and over? And they don't deliver. You ever thought about that? Think about it. These companies have yet to deliver on the basic fundamental of TVs that we already had over the last 10 years. 1080p is pretty old now. It's 2016. You know what I mean? And we have yet have a console that fulfilled its promise. We're still missing out. We're still playing this game. Do you know this year, Battlefield? I guarantee that shit's still going to be 900p, 720p. Am I really supposed to believe the very next iteration of consoles are now going to push 4K? Just like that? Boom. Just like that, overnight. They figured it out. They can't figure out 1080p, but they're going to figure out 4K right from the start. Are we really falling for that? And this isn't a Sony bashing, Microsoft bashing. This is something I want to say for us gamers. You understand what I'm saying? We get fooled over and over again. These companies haven't delivered their promise to us. Now, again, you can enjoy gaming at 720p. You can enjoy gaming at 900p. I'm not saying all about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, controller, nice visuals, enjoy your gaming, enjoy friends, the community, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about that console suck, PC master race. I'm not even a PC gamer. I'm not saying none of that. All right? But if we're going to move forward and we're going to talk about 4K gaming, we're going to be prideful on these consoles supposed to be pushing 4K, the envelope and all that stuff. If we're going to spend the money, if you're going to walk in Best Buy, think about it. You're going to walk in Best Buy, right? You're going to buy a console. Console's going to be at least $400 or $500. And then you're going to go to the TV, pay $800, right? You're talking $1,300. And if your expectation is, yeah, with $1,300, I'm going to get great 4K gaming. And then all of a sudden, when you actually play the game and you see what the hell's going on, you start to realize, holy shit, we got duped again. I guarantee there's going to be some bull. We already know Sony right now. Let's talk Sony first. You know what I'm saying? This is how unbiased I am. Just to let you guys know. I'm gonna write down Sony real quick. Sony's kind of quiet with that Neo, aren't they? They're real quiet. You know, Neo was the first one, I think, which was the first rumors, because Neo was talked about before Scorpio, and then everybody's like, "Oh wow, PlayStation 4K." Notice how we haven't been saying PlayStation 4K in a while now, right? Because that motherfucker's not gonna do 4K. It's gonna do some bullshit where it's 1440p or some shit, and it's gonna upscale to 4K. And then you're gonna hear the damage control. Oh, you can't tell the difference. You don't need native 4K. It looks just as good. And blah, 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 blah. We're gonna have turbo blasting technology or some bullshit, advanced upscaling, yada, 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 and blah, 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 the cell all over again. We're gonna hear the same shit all over again. All over again. It's gonna happen. Some type of damage control. So we're gonna invest on a 1080p on a 4K TV, and the product's not even going to push full native 4K. It's going to do some resolution, upgrades, upscaling crap. Aren't you guys sick of that? We put out the investment. We have no problem pushing out the money, and yet we're supposed to, just accept mediocrity. Now again, at the end of the day, it's all about the gameplay enjoyment. I get that. Okay, cool. Got it. I understand. I got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rabid fanboy that can't enjoy gaming just because it's not 4K or it's not 1080p. I don't really care. I never ragged anybody, right, for playing an Xbox, that's being 720p. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest. I know I don't have a lot of followers, but many of them are Xbox. I never criticize any of you. I never pulled the, oh, this game sucks at 720p. Listen, my preferred console last gen was the PS3. And boy, the multi-plats sucked compared to the 360. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I understand, you know what I'm saying, not having the most powerful console. Hell, the PlayStation brand was born not being the most powerful. PlayStation 1 was outclassed by the N64. The PlayStation 2 was outclassed by the GameCube and Xbox, OG Xbox. So I know what it is from experience to enjoy a weaker console. You enjoy what you enjoy. You enjoy the games that you enjoy the games. And no one should knock anybody about that. You know what I'm saying? 720p, 1080p, 900p, 660p, whatever p. Just enjoy what you want. But why do these companies push the resolution agenda, yet they can't achieve it? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Sony has achieved. Granted, PlayStation 4 has done a little bit better job than Xbox One, but it's still not a true 1080p machine. Let's call a spade a spade. It's not. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of games, if it is 1080p, it's at 30 frames. All right? Or if it is 1080p 60 frames, the graphics fidelity has been lowered. It is what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. We do not have true 1080p 60 frame machines here. Shout out to Mark Woolen. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to 8P North. Tavon. Thank you all for stopping by. Mongolian Chop, my boy. know what I'm saying? You know Mongolian Chop for a little while. We go way back into System Wars, so we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what a lot of people don't want to do. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on this one. Somebody has to. And if I end up looking stupid, because trust me, I know for a fact what you gonna call it. I know for a fact. Hold on, let me type a little. Thank you all for showing up. Let me type a little love in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big channel at all. And I know I can't talk too long because BGST comes soon. You got the big boys. You got the big channels. Whipping Wheel Podcast. BGST. So with Jay Barry. You got Boogie. Mooch. You got all these big guys. But yet the big guys don't want to help the little guys out. Nobody wants to, Sony side or Play or Xbox side, no one wants to help out the little guy. No one wants to put their face out there and call the bullshit. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it. And if for years' time I'm proven wrong, then that will probably be the best L, the best loss I will ever take. I will eat that crow. Hell, right now in the comment box, suggest some barbecue sauce. I don't like mustard or relish or fucking, you know what I'm saying, ranch. I like barbecue sauce. Tell me your favorite barbecue sauce, because I will pour that shit on the crow, and I'll eat that crow up next year. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you, the favor, given history, given the reputation of these companies, given the failure of back-to-back gens, of just simply providing 1080p 60 frames, I don't think we're going to get a 4K, a proper 4K experience. And I'm not even talking about 4K 60. That's easy. I know they're not going to do 4K 60 frames. That's fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not even worth discussing. I won't even have to make a podcast on that. If any of you believe you're going to get 4K 60 frames, man, I feel bad for you. I truly feel bad for you. I feel bad for the money you're about to spend, for the TV you're about to buy, because you will not get 4K 60 frames on a Neo or a Scorpio. Hell, I don't even think you'll get 4K 60 frames on a PlayStation 5. I don't even believe that. I have no faith. Fuck me 3 times? Hell no. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck me 3 times. Fuck the peace sign. Load the chopper, make it rain on you. J. Cole said that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. This is baseball, and I ain't going out on the 3rd strike. Not me. But nobody else wants to talk about that. And I get it. Some people don't want to. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get backlash. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Spread the word. All of you are here, retweet this. You know what I'm saying? Send it out. Send it to as many people you know. Let people start hearing this. And I'm probably going to get the backlash on Twitter. Oh, Porter Rock's a fraud. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a casual. He doesn't know what he's saying. Blah, 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 blah. He's a Sony pony. You're going to have some people calling me a PC weirdo. I guarantee, because of me calling 4K gaming bullshit, somebody's going to think I'm just a PC weirdo. Whatchamacallit. Probably whatchamacallit. Claiming PC Master Race. Guaranteed. I'm going to be called a PC weirdo. Because they think I have an agenda. When all I'm trying to do is look out for you gamers. Look out for all of us. We've been duped 2 times. Gentlemen, ladies, gamers, we have not got 1080p 60 frames. These consoles can't do it. So do you think a PS4 multiplied by 4 times more powerful PS4 is going to push 4K gaming? Somebody type, what's the power difference of a Scorpio? It's like 4 times more powerful than Xbox, 6 times. It's 6 times more powerful than Xbox, right? That's what's projected with 6 teraflops, approximately. Am I wrong? It's about 6 times more powerful, right? So you're telling me taking Xbox One, a console that can't do 1080p. Hell, some games are just 900p. But you increase that power 6-fold, boom, 4K gaming at 60 frames? I don't believe that shit. I don't even believe if you multiply the PS4 by 6 times, it's going to be fucking 4K 60 frames. Hell no. I don't believe that shit. That's insane. Look at it this way. From all the rumors of the PS4 Neo, It's being talked about that it could do for like 1440p, and then it's going to do this checkerboarding crap to get it to 4K. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably one of the reasons why Sony is quiet right now and they haven't officially launched. Talk about the system now. If they would announce the Neo now, that's a lot of time to talk about power. That's a lot of time, a lot of questions Sony will have to answer up. Because a lot of people will ask Sony, can this do 4K? Can it? And I don't think it can. Hell, I know it can. Screw that. I'm going on out. That shit can't do 4K. We're going to get fucking native, some type of upscaling bullshit. At best, maybe 1440p, which we won't even be able to see. And I know some of you right there, my man Brian Stalbert, thank you for stopping by. And I know some of you won't mind. You know, be honest, I would not mind personally 1080p 60 frames at ultra high resolution. I'm talking the highest graphical settings possible. Because I got a 1080p TV. We all do here. Each and every one of us has a 1080p TV here. Wouldn't it be nice to finally see a game in just ultra high resolution, ultra high settings, ultra high, just beast settings at 1080p and lock solid 60 frames? Wouldn't that be a nice feeling just to have that for once? I think that would be a great feeling. You understand what I'm saying? That shit would be awesome. You know? But I guarantee PlayStation 4K, which is probably what they're going to call it, and they're going to put the 4K symbol and all that bullshit. And it's going to be 1440p, and it's going to have this trickery system to upscale it 4K, and everybody's going to be like, you can't notice the difference. You can't notice the difference. You can't notice the difference. That's what you're going to hear. That's what you're going to hear. You can't notice the difference. Yeah, if I'm going to buy a goddamn new 4K TV, you better not come with me. You can't notice the difference. I want native 4K on the product I bought. You know what I'm saying? And that's supposed to be 4.2 teraflops. That's the PS4 Neo, 4.2 teraflops. Now you move over to the Scorpio, 6 teraflops. So 1.8 teraflops more than the Neo. So you're telling me, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to put myself out there. So you're telling me the difference between 1440p and native 4K is 1.8 teraflops? Oh, no. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe that at all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Porter Rock 77, and I call bullshit on 4K game on these consoles pushing 4K gaming. Let the world know. I'm putting myself out there. You know what I'm saying? Just hashtag. I'm gonna put a hashtag. I want y'all to spread around. What I'm doing, I'm spreading the gospel. I'm gonna go crazy on this one. I'm gonna go crazy on this one. I'm spreading the gospel for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Porter Rock 2016, hashtag that. You see it? I put in the message. Porter Rock 2016. It's the verse. I'm a prophet. I will not lead you astray. We are not, I'm sorry, having a little drink. We are not going to fall for this bullshit again. We're not going to fall for it. We're not going to fall for it. Hashtag that. Porter Rock 2016. A year from now, you're going to remember my name. And I'm going to take lickers. I know I'm going to get bashed. As this spreads around, there's going to bash me. There's going to be people calling me frauds. There's going to be people, oh, you're a broke gamer. You're poor. You're a casual. You can't afford gaming. You're holding gaming back. You're not a real gamer. You're broke. Get a better job. PC weirdo. Sony pony. Xbox. Nintendo. Handheld gamer. They're gonna throw all these names at me because they're gonna try to slow down my message. They're gonna try to slow down what needs to be said. But I'm not slowing down. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But Porter Rock. 4K TVs are cheap. You could get one from $800. Like $800 is something I'm just gonna throw out. You understand what I'm saying? I got a mortgage to pay. I got a family to feed. I got 2 car payments. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not broke or anything. I live a good lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to brag or anything like that. But I work hard. You guys work hard for your money. You know what I'm saying? Let me use my boy, Mark Woodland. You understand what I'm saying? Look at his avatar. He has a little baby holding his arms. Good dude, man. Good father. You understand what I'm saying? Good man. You understand what I'm saying? We all have responsibilities here. We're gamers. You understand what I'm saying? But we got responsibilities too. You know? And if we're going to go out and support Microsoft, if we're going to go out and support Sony for our hobby, they need to meet us halfway. And they haven't. Let's be honest. You understand what I'm saying? They want to talk about power. They want to talk about this and that. And then when we buy into it, when we put our money where our mouth is, we end up getting screwed. We end up getting the excuses. The tool sets, or this, or that, or you can't notice. Then don't just say that, don't push it out then. Don't say something you're not going to do. You understand what I'm saying? We are all responsible with our money. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I love gaming. You know what I'm saying? I love gaming. My favorite hobby of them all. And I have a lot of hobbies. I'm into baseball, boxing. I'm into sports. I'm into physical fitness. You understand what I'm saying? But above all else, I love gaming. I've been gaming. Yo, I have more memories about gaming than almost anything else in my life. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not going to lie to you guys. All right? There are times that gaming saved my ass from getting an ass whooping. You know how many times on a Saturday, me being 13 years old, 14 years old, they're like, yo, let's go to this party. And I'm like, nah, I just got this game. You know what I'm saying? And they're looking at me like, what the fuck? Stop being a loser. Like, nah, I'm going to go get this game. Then I would call my best friend who's also a gamer, and we would just spend all night gaming. All night gaming. Just all night gaming on a Saturday night. While my boys are in parties, talking to girls, whatever, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We looking like the outcast. And then the next day, like every Sunday, we would go to the local park and play ball. And that's when all the gossip comes out. And they'll be like, yo, did you hear this dude got stabbed in the party? Or it was a shootout? Or the cops came in? And I'm like, oh, shit. Yo, thank God I still home gaming. I'm like, you have no idea how many times the Sega Genesis, saved my teenage years. Just simply because I stood home and wanted to play the new shit. Or even just stay home with a group of guys and play. Back then, it was Lakers vs. Celtics and stuff and Madden, because those games came out first on Genesis, shit like that. Same thing with the PS1, whatever. Yo, it's crazy. So I love gaming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing this to bash gaming. Not at all. But the fact is, we've been tricked. We've been duped multiple times. Sony and Microsoft have not figured out 1080p 60 frames, yet they're going to jump right into 4K. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to jump all into that? That's not what this is about. What's the agenda at the end of the day? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. Is the Sony Microsoft? Sometimes I wonder if these two companies are even competing each other. Sometimes I wonder, is Phil Spencer and Yoshida and all them motherfuckers actually like in a room and just planning this shit out? Just manipulating the system? And one end, we thinking that, these guys are competing, but in the end, they're all the same machine. Sometimes I wonder. Because just out of the blue, they're both down for 4K and shit. Drink a little bit of Pepsi. Just out of the blue. Amazing how all this shit's happening. Out of the blue, it's all about 4K gaming, yet most of us don't even have a 4K TV. And all of us, and I'm saying all of us, every single console gamer did not get a proper 1080p 60 frame console. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. Last gen, we have not played a proper HD Call of Duty. And this gen, we haven't played a proper Battlefield in 1080p. Or Star Wars. Battlefield 1 won't even be 1080p. Look at this shit. We're back to 900p, 720p. And again, we're all going to enjoy the game. My brother-in-law is getting Battlefield 1. I'm getting Titanfall 2. And I'm going to play the shit out of it. And in the end, that's all that matters is the fun stuff. But if Sony expects me to buy a 4K TV only to be let down because they're gonna pull this 1440p checkerboard shit, man, F that. I'm not doing that. You're not suckering me for this. I'm not putting in the money. I don't believe you. And I don't believe an extra 1.8 T flop is the threshold to get proper 4K gaming. I don't believe that either. Do I think the graphics are going to be better? Yeah, I think the graphics are going to be better. And that's all these console gamers should, should promise us. That, hey, we're pushing higher fidelity graphics. We are finally going to promise you ultra settings, 1080p, 60 frames for the TV you got. But no, they want us to buy 4K TV. You know? Now, some of you are into HDR. Like my man here, the way out gaming. He wants the HDR gaming, and I'm cool. And if you're happy with that, if that's your expectation, then that's good. If your expectation is your gaming to be improved because of HDR, I would say that's even a more realistic expectation. But I don't think no gamers should be expecting native 4K, even at 30 frames. 60 frames, you're not getting that. You're not getting 4K 60 frames. Don't even do that to yourself, because you will be severely disappointed. I can tell you these consoles will not do that. Hell, I don't even think the PlayStation 5 will be able to push 4K at 60 frames. Maybe when the PlayStation 5 comes out, we might get a solid 4K 30 frames. And even then, I'm still suspect. Someone has to call this bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get some hate. There's going to be a lot of hate. I know I'm going to get. I know. Oh, I could just feel my Twitter feed just getting blasted. You know what I'm saying? I could just see it. Depending on the group. The Sony guys are going to call me PC weirdo or an Xbox. The Xbox group's going to call me a Sony phony who's scared of the Scorpio. And, you know, and the PCs are just PC gamers just going to laugh at me. And people, there's just going to be all type. There's no way people are going to figure out who I am. It's just going to be attack Porter Rock. That's all it's going to be. Porter Rock's talking shit. He's a fraud. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's broke. He's poor. He's stupid. What the fuck he knows? He's trying to hold back gaming. He's one of those console gamers holding back gaming. There's going to be all types of bullshit in my name. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take all that pain. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I want everyone to know is you're hearing it here first. A little over a year from now, the reckoning's coming. You understand what I'm saying? The reckoning's coming. And I know many of you agree with me. My man Mark Willen, Mark, thanks for the support. You understand what I'm saying? But I know what's going on. And I know we're not alone. I know you're not alone. There's a lot of gamers out there that don't believe you. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, the way I gave, I thought you wanted HDR. My bad. I will stick to my 4K. Let's see. I don't want HDR. I will stick to my 4K TV. Oh, does your TV have HDR? Anyway, I know there's many of us out there that don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to put yourself out there, you know what I'm saying, on a YouTube video and voice your opinion. Because people take it personal. They attack you. They want to dox you. They want to do weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. I get when you go against the grain, they want to crucify you. Any of you religious? Christians? At least know about Jesus Christ? All that man did was just trying to make the world a better place. Show love. He wasn't hurting anybody. And that guy went through torture. Got crucified. Some of the worst punishment you could ever do to a man, he went through. And for what? Just because he was looking out for his fellow man. It's just weird how things are. So here I am. I'm just trying to look out for everybody here. I'm not trying to hold back gaming. I don't have an agenda. I'm all about enjoy what you enjoy. I consistently say that, and I will always say that. You deserve to enjoy the product you bought. And if you like what you like playing, enjoy that shit. Enjoy the hell out of it. Hype it, love it, live it. But at the end of the day, we've been screwed over twice. If these companies want to talk about what we're going to play next, what they're pushing next. what the next level of gaming is. And now the next level of gaming is apparently 4K. How about you give us what you owe us? How about that? Yeah, already. You're a PC weirdo. fucking ace. Fuck it. Call me all the names. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the punishment. I'll take the pain. I can withstand the pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that pain for the next year. Yo, oh man, God, oh I can't. I hope Zaire next gen here's this fucking podcast. I hope he listens to it because you know he's gonna flip out on me. I'm in trouble. Next time you see me on the multiplayer podcast on his channel, he's gonna be all over me. He's gonna be all over me because you know next gen's all about that 4K. He's ready. He's gonna buy like a TV every year. He's not gonna try to hear that we can't get 4K game. He's not trying to hear that. No one's trying to listen. No one's listening. You know what I'm saying? But us chosen few, we know better. We know. We're realistic with our expectations. But I'm gonna be the one on YouTube to call it out. And not to bash console gaming. And not to make PC gaming look good, because I'm not a PC gamer at all. I'm the worst example of a PC gamer. Don't even put me in that category. Not saying there's anything wrong with PC gaming. I'm just not a PC gamer. I can't represent that. You know what I'm saying? Haven't done PC gaming in decades. There's no agenda. There's no company agenda. There's no Sony versus Xbox agenda. This is just us, gamers with lives, with income, with responsibility, who are constantly duped and suckered into the next level of gaming, and then the companies don't deliver time and time again. So I'm here to talk about that. I'm here to push that. I'm gonna let y'all know I don't believe this. And I know some of you, I know all of us have this pent-up frustration. We know we're not gonna get this 4K gaming, and many gamers are hyping it. I'm gonna push the word out. Porter Rock 2016. Hashtag that shit. Hashtag Porter Rock 2016. Let the world know that here in 2016, I already called out we're not going to get a proper 4K experience in 2017. It's not going to happen. And for the next year, let them all come. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the onslaught. Do it. Like Shia LaBeouf, do it. Just do it. The ho-ho. When Scorpio and Neo are finally out on the market and both companies make excuses on why we're not getting proper 4K, I want everybody here. I want all my supporters to go out and say, Porter Rock told you. We all told you. He called it. He warned us. And no one listened. Know my name. Hashtag shit. Hashtag that. Hashtag that. Hashtag know my name. Porter Rock 77. Hashtag Porter Rock 2016. I'm calling in now. They will fail us with 4K entertainment. We're going to get upscaled bullshit. And yet we just bought a nice brand new 4K TV. And once again, they didn't deliver. We're going to have to wait for the PlayStation 6. And they probably won't even do it because then by that point, by the time they do have the hardware for proper 4K 60 frame gaming, they're going to be like, oh, the new shit is 8K. So go buy an 8K TV. Fuck you. Are you kidding me? These guys will never fulfill the hardware, the TVs that we have. They will always try to jump to the next without completing what they promised in the first place. So by the time they actually do get proper 4K, they're going to be pushing 8K. And then by the time they could probably push proper 8K, let's do 16K. It's going to be, we're going to be screwed over and over. And this is just a warning. This is just me helping you guys out to curb your expectation. Mark Willett, nah, I spend enough time on work on the computer. I'm there with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I stand behind the computer a lot at work. You know what I'm saying? PowerPoints, spreadsheets, emails. This whole world works on email. So yeah, that's why I'm not a PC gamer. I step away from the PC. I do my podcast on a laptop because it's a little bit easier. Dangling carrot. That's right. That's what they're doing. Dangling a carrot. Man, I'm gonna tell you. We're at the 50-minute mark, so I'm almost done because I won't keep you here long. But this podcast, I want everybody to know. Spread the word. All right. You don't have to like. You don't have to agree. But just spread the word. Let everybody know Puerto Rock's calling bullshit on us getting 4K gaming. Let everybody hate on me. You know what I'm saying? I'll absorb it for you guys. For everybody agree, but doesn't want to go through the social drama, the social bullshit. You don't want people attacking you. You don't want people harassing you. You don't want people filling your timelines with negativity. I will take the brunt. Believe me, I will set the example. I will be right there. I will take all the bullshit. I'm going to let gamers know that we're going to get duped again. Sony and Microsoft will find a way to come up with some goddamn damage control, and they will not deliver true 4K gaming experience. I'm calling it out. I'm there. I'll be the one to get slapped over the next year, but it's going to feel all good when we're right, when we are right. It's going to be great to show come next year, holiday gaming, when we realize, holy shit, we're not getting true native 4K. It's some type of algorithm and some super scaling bullshit, but they're saying you can't tell the difference. Yeah. My man, the way out gaming. That's why Phil Spencer says 4K is not going to be mandatory. Yeah, I wonder why. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the truth. This is going to be the third consoles in the HD era, and they're finally going to truly hit 1080p 60 frames. How sad is that? How sad is that? That it took 3 attempts to finally get 1080p 60 frames. That's the feeling I think we're going to end up getting. And if it's 4K, it's going to be, again, some upscaled shit. But don't worry. You can't notice the difference. Now is you can't notice the difference. When Sony was all about 1080p, give me death, right? Now upscaling is fine for Sony. It's going to be great for Sony, right? Now upscaling is no problem. It's okay to upscale with these consoles, right? Nah, it's not all right. I call bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Retweet the link. Push it out to your fellow friends, to your followers. Let them know, hey, you need to check out Puerto Rocks. If there's one podcast, you don't even have to subscribe. Tell them you don't even have to subscribe. But if there's one podcast every gamer needs to listen to, is this one, episode 3. And if they don't come back to my channel, that's fine. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't like what I have to say, they don't like what my channel's about, that's perfectly fine. But they should at least listen to this one. If they only listen to one thing I put out on content on YouTube, let it be this one. Let gamers know we're about to get duped again. That the bullshit's about to happen all over again. And we're about to go out and spend a little over thousands of dollars, a $1,000, a $500 console, a $600 console, and then an $800 TV, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500. And then when we do all this stuff, because we're gamers and many of us are hardcore, you understand what I'm saying? That's when after the fact, they're going to tell us, well, we're not really pushing a 4K. We got upscale, but you can't notice the difference. No. We didn't kind of pay $500. We did pay $500 based on what you told us. You didn't tell us kind of. Can we kind of pay $500 and really only give you $400? Can we kind of do that? No, we won't be able to do that. Can we kind of pay $800, meaning pay $600 for a 4K TV? No, there's no kind of when it comes to that. But yet they could kind of say on what we're getting on these consoles. Not happening. I'm not buying it. Puerto Rock 77. Hashtag. Get the movement going. Puerto Rock 2016. 4K gaming is going to be bullshit. We're not getting it. We're going to get duped. They're going to screw us over 3 times. Don't let it happen. Take your time. Enjoy what we got. If you're gonna buy a new console for the higher graphics fidelity, that is cool. I agree. I think these will push higher fidelity graphics at 1080p 60 frames. That, yeah, we're finally gonna get what we're promised. But beyond that, I do not believe on this 4K shit, native 4K. Not happening. We're gonna get duped. Some crazy shit. And then all the people hyping 4K. Oh, this is the best part. I guarantee this. Every gamer out there that's hyping 4K right now, write their names down. They're hyping 4K gaming right now. Day one Scorpio buyers pushing 4K. Oh, we're gonna get 4K, whatever. And they just hyping this shit, hyping. And then when Microsoft fails us, when Sony fails us, then they'll say, well, it upscales and looks just as good, so I'm happy. I'm happy. That's all they're gonna do. They're just gonna say they're happy. It was all fine and dandy before. Now the acceptance. Now they're just gonna accept. Nah, I'm not accepting shit. There's no acceptance here. We're not accepting it. You understand what I'm saying? We know what's gonna happen. You're not gonna screw me over. Sell me something. I'm gonna buy a TV. Nah, I'm not doing it. This is 60 Frames No Light Podcast with your host Porter Rock 77. Hashtag Porter Rock 2016. Let them know that there's one gamer at least that's calling bullshit. I'm not believing the hype. I'm there with you. Anyway, to all you gamers right there, thank you for stopping by. Mark, HP, Ace, Way Out Gaming, I appreciate you stopping by. Tune in next week. Brian, Tavon, thank you so much for supporting me. I know right here, I think we're the last logical gamers. Us few. You know what I'm saying? The Magnificent Seven. You know what I'm saying? All of us here. I think we're all a community mixed of PlayStation and Xbox. Together, one force. It's just amazing how logical we could get. Push out the info. We're not buying the hype. I'm happy that they're coming out with more powerful consoles. But spread a true message. You know what I'm saying? Spread the real message that these are just higher fidelity consoles and that they're finally going to deliver 1080p 60 frames. That's ultimately what they're going to end up doing. And that everything else is just upscaled in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? But anyway, I know you guys have things to do. I don't want to take up too much of time. Thank you so much for spending this hour with me. You know what I'm saying? I value your time. I appreciate it. It really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? You guys have an amazing Sunday. Or if you're already Monday, depending on your part of the world. You know what I'm saying? I hope you had a great and safe weekend. Enjoy. I'm about to boot up my PS4 because I'm a gamer. And I'm going to enjoy this shit. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody asks, let them know. Porter Rock 77, 60 Frames No Light Podcast is the one to call out the bullshit with no agenda. Just looking out for gamers. We did it right here. Porter Rock 2016. Hashtag that shit. Let them know. Anyway, you fellas, everyone, gentlemen, ladies, take care. Thank you. It's awesome. Tune in next week. Of course, I'll make a couple of videos. Look out for me on Thursdays, our Next Gen's multiplayer podcast. I'm the one dude that tries to keep the balance and keep a little sanity check on everybody. In a world full of crazy gamers, you got Porter Rock to take care of y'all. All right? Anyway, I'm out. 60 Frames, No Lag Podcast.